Hi there, Sean Polston with Keller Williams Southern Arizona. Wanted to talk to you today about short sales and tax ramifications. This is one of the most convoluted, confusing misinformation. There's a lot of myth and a lot of misinformation out there on this subject, and there's also a lot of people who think they're experts on this subject that just honestly have no clue what they're talking about. Short sale, well, first of all, if you're considering short sale, if you're looking at foreclosure, one of the things to be aware of is in both of those situations, the lender is going to issue a 1099 for their loss as far as they're writing off that loss. They're canceling the debt. What triggers the lender to issue the 1099 isn't actually short sale, isn't actually foreclosure. It's that they canceled the debt, because the cancellation of debt triggers that income, if that makes sense. So that's the same. A lot of times in foreclosure, though, they lose more money. So in a lot of cases, the 1099 is actually higher. Within the tax code, there's a number of different things that you can read about on your own, or you can ask your CPA about. I'm a real estate agent, I'm not a CPA, which means I can't tell you exactly this is how this applies to you, but there's nothing that says I can't make you aware that these things exist. Number one, there's an insolvency provision within the tax code that with, I would say, 85% of the people we help, that applies to them. And the insolvency provision isn't necessarily that you're flat broken in the gutter. It's that at the time of cancellation of debt, your liabilities outweigh your assets, and there's actually a form the IRS has to complete. You can go to irs.gov, and in the search box you can type in insolvency and foreclosure and read about it there. And then there's also a provision within the tax code that it may or may not actually be treated as gain on sale, and then depending on if it was a primary residence or not, you probably are exempt from the tax ramifications due to gain on sale. One of the things that we have and we offer to our clients, we actually have an attorney up in the Phoenix area that is incredibly familiar with the tax code, how the tax code relates to short sale, how it affects it, can help you determine what your tax liability, if any. I would say between those two different provisions within the tax code, I'd say upwards of 95% of our clients we help with short sales have no tax ramifications from it whatsoever. So one of the things that I really want to get across to you is when somebody just makes a blanket statement about if you do short sale, if you do foreclosure, you're going to owe this or you're going to owe that, that is a really good indication that the person does not know what they're talking about, because determining that is actually a lot more complicated than that. It's a question of understanding your scenario and your financial scenario to determine that. And again, we have an attorney up in the Phoenix area who's happy to do a phone consultation with you and help you figure those things out. So if you have more questions about this subject, any questions about short sale, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone, give us a call, or fill out our short sale request form, and we'll be in touch soon.